What we got? 3:47. I'll be going on for 15 to 45 more minutes.
They won't see me coming.
Water, +1 resolve for 600 seconds.
Can't do
I'll
that.
be your shadow.
Keep forgetting that the map is different in this game from Pillars of Eternity. These are chorus grounds. State your business or get lost. A rotting body bearing Scarlet chorus war paint is skewered upon a wooden pike. 7 days to Kairos' Day of Swords. Oh, I actually have a time limit? I see. This is ridiculous. We have bigger problems here. Quiet Shiv. It proves everything! The warrior slams their fists together in a resounding clap. Like, for instance, whether you're fit to lead that flock of children. Behind her, the members of her gang posture with weapons held at the ready. Did you not hear the news of the edict? This is a foolish distraction. We ought to be saving our fight for the enemy. The chorus warrior looks to his gang, giving them a quick nod. What's the problem here? No problem here, Fatebinder. She tosses her blade into the air, catching it with a smile on the way down. Captain Fuckwit here seems he's about to balk from this challenge. Thinks just because he used to run a ship, he's qualified to run a gang. She spits on the ground, looking up at the scowl. So I'm calling him out. Because the way I see it, his warriors ought to follow me, not this new blood. Captain Fuckwit was my father. Fuckwit will do just fine. The warrior points at the opposing gang. If we have to prove our strength, we'll do so happily. But I'll have your hands and feet removed and the rest of you kept for my own use. Allow me to join you. I enjoy a good bloodbath. A sharp, vicious grin cuts across her face. Be my guest. I've always wanted to see a Fatebinder in action. He falls pointedly quiet, but finally shrugs one shoulder, seemingly smart enough not to protest. Who should I... Let's settle this. I will fight for Shivershank. I'm gonna beat... No, I'm gonna cut Quiet Shiv's throat. Then I'll end this quickly. Scarlet Chorus lose minor favor. Okay. Yeah. You quickly snatch Quiet Shiv's dagger as she flicks it into the air. Before she can even utter her cry of surprise, you stab her in the jugular with her own blade. She crumbles to the ground, face twisted with as much shock and awe as everyone else's in the group around you. Enjoy your new position, gang boss. Give me your stuff. The blood-splattered choirman gives you a solemn nod.
Can't do that.
Time to lighten my step.
Good thing I keep a torsion wrench handy.
Eh. A rotting body bearing Scarlet Chorus war paint is skewered upon a wooden pike. Give me the deer.
Sorry, I can't.
The guard places her hands by her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of a blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm always in the right place. The guard tenses up, locking eyes with you. That walking hunk of rust, what's maybe it doing here? the disfavored thought I needed a minder, and I didn't want to hurt his feelings. Berate me if you must earn the favor of the reeking mob, but we would be better served not wasting our time appealing to every lackey in camp. Try taking off your helmet if you want to pout. Go on, we'll wait. Fine, just come on in. I'm sure the Fury will gut you if you're really a problem. The guard half-heartedly waves you in as she nods to Verse. Filthy mongrels. These arrows are splintered. They are fletching mottled. They were likely pulled from corpses. This barrel is full of murky red water. Severed limbs bob under the greasy soup skin. Battle plans are scribbled over a blood-stained map of the tiers. Arrows point toward the inner ring of the Vendrian's Well Valley, and the small circles are drawn around the citadel. And the small circles. Wait, is this actually a weapon? No. Goes to my stash then.
Yes.
Most of these provisions are withered with rot.
Ain't that odd? They won't see me coming.
Rot Spear, Enraged Affliction for 120 seconds plus 4 might. Enraged. Recovery is reduced by 25%, health increased by 15, will reduced by 15.
I got it. Can't do that. On the lookout.
These spears are brittle and rusted. Perfect, I'll take one. Whetstone, plus 2 armor penetrated by attacks for 300 seconds. Water. Get in a stash.
Sorry, I can't. Can't do that.
The stench of piss and fecal matter emanate from this tent, one clearly not used for rest. Should have looked at what fish and fruit does.
Can't do that.
Ooh, Subterfuge 47. Where am I? Scarlet Chorus Camp. The notes? I don't know. Notes. Lockpick 47 at Scarlet Chorus Camp.
Sorry, I can't.
Am I in fast mode? I am.
Quiet down.
These threadbare tents show signs of hard use and long-term exposure to the elements. Hey, oh, I can't. Right. Bronze hammer. And blood chanter leathers. Minus 1% deflection. Plus 2 P, you know. What about you? Looks like it's an improvement for you. Blood chant leathers. Plus 1 slash fire armor, minus 2 crush slash frost armor, but plus 3% deflection and minus 0.3 recovery. There you go.
I got it.
Scroll, read scroll. Lore 32. Lore 32 at Scarlet Chorus Camp. Time to do some talkie-talkie. How much time do I have left to do talkie-talkie? Not a lot. I'll do some. Watch yourself, Fatebinder. The Fifth Eye must authorize all prisoner visits. Death knell. You? As much an accusation as a question, the broad-shouldered woman shakes her head with a scowl. So you're Tunon's Fatebinder. I was expecting something more impressive. She bows in spite of her misgivings. Death knell, Scarlet Fury. My time is yours for as long as it amuses me. The fighter effortlessly spins a bronze sword about in her hand. Let's get one thing clear. Stick to your words and law. Leave the fighting to the grown adults. Your corpse would be just a tripping hazard to those of us having a proper bit of carnage sport. We've got enough useless twats dying for our name as it is. All our horde recruits seem good for, of late, is piling in a shit-reeking mound on the battlefield. She hums low to herself and flips her sword side to side with several deft flicks of her wrist. Keeps up and we'll have to toughen our recruitment standards. Again. Now, what do you need? You said something about the horde thinning? Swelling until it's thundering, then crashing and receding. It's been the way of the chorus for as long as I've been in it. She offers a one-shouldered shrug, ambivalent, if anything, but more likely just uncaring. We take our prisoners alive, give them a chance yet to live, to be reborn into something better. Putting any and every able body to the sword like it is favored to is nothing but a waste. A conquered enemy is but a new ally. It merely requires the proper coercion. Of course, we do sometimes have the problem of lingering loyalties. Deserters are rarely successful in their escape, but they do try. The Vendrian Guard, strengthened by their numerous blood ties, have been particularly stubborn. So, I've a better plan hatched. And what might that be? I'm thinking we redouble our efforts to recruit settlers, focusing on the unaligned and unsuspecting, instead of flushing ourselves to the gills with oathbreakers claimed from the battlefield. And how exactly do you plan to convince them? A knife point has sufficed well enough in the past, but you've inspired me to try a more diplomatic approach this day. What do you say, Binder? You might be able to ease them into the idea and save the lives of their friends and neighbors in the process. If it means expediting the end of this meandering conflict, so be it. The Fury howls a satisfied laugh and smacks you dead on the back. My methods are surefire. You'll see. I'll mark the settlement on your map. She grins, biting her bottom lip bloodied. I can't wait to see the outcome of your efforts. What were you expecting? Let's see. Deathnell counts on her fingers, conducting some mental tally. From your deeds during the conquest to how you've helped us since then... Scarlet chorus. I expected a mountain, a warrior of Colossus size who would shout a rampart wall into submission. She smiles. But I think you'll do just fine. Insult me again, and I'll bury that blade in your belly before you can scream. She peels a surprise, but please smile. Please laugh at your threat, tapping the flat of the blade against her thigh. She cants her neck until it audibly cracks. Maybe there's something more to you, Fatebinders, after all. What could you tell me about the Scarlet Chorus? We are the voices of Nerat's glory made manifest. In the chorus, strength rises and the weak feed the soil. Deathnell smiles, standing tall as she extols the army. Our waves terrify the cowardly and shock the naive, but our traditions exist to offer promise and prestige to those fit to claim it. We abandon all petty rules for one simple law. The strongest must lead. And what is your role in the Scarlet Chorus? Deathnell frowns, her eyes narrowing. Do you not recognize a Scarlet Fury when you see one? We are the warrior spirit of the chorus, scholars of sword and shiv. She folds her arms, puffing out her chest. In peace, we train those tough enough to endure our lessons, but wise enough to learn from the best. In battle, it is our duty to slay our foes and inspire the horde with our skill and bravery. Deathnell clicks her tongue, looking aside to the others in the camp with an eye roll. We are fearless vanguard of this confused but glorious rabble. How has the military life treated you so far? Oh, it's a wonder of wonders. I eat what I want, I shit where I want, and I kill who I want. Sometimes I even combine pleasures. She winks at you. My enthusiasm for the work brought me here. A decorated Scarlet Fury veteran, eh? But I'm looking for advancements. If it means killing one of the gang bosses, I'm not above taking a swing at someone bigger than me. They can take bigger than you. Just make sure they don't get hit harder than you. Don't hit harder than you. Blech. Wise words, sister. Farewell. Blech. 402. Salveros, you're a man. Alright. This guy I spoke with earlier? Would say I'd rather take a lashing on the post than making conversation with a fatebinder, but I also won't say it's not a tempting alternative. He flexes his broad shoulders to work the stiffest out, heavy armor clanking as it shifts on his frame. Then he sighs strongly, as if the whole of Tyranny has forsaken him. Forgive my insolence, it's been a trying week. But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now, what brings you to my little slice of personal damnation, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit-stinking chorus camp. Do you have anything you would like to report, soldier? Maybe you've noticed something unusual during your time here? He cants his head to one side, taken aback. What about the course isn't unusual? The army itself is a strange, malnourished beast. But no. The screamers seem mostly in order, sir, and I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. Still as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Course, even if I was, I'd be damned near impossible to learn anything from this shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damned Furies don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail, and it's not for lack of trying on my part. What do you mean? I'm not just here to keep a steady eye on the Oathbreakers, who they give far too much freedom after conscripting. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem and request a stock of troops from Iron Marshal Arrhenius for reinforcements if needed. But they won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside the brethren I could request. Why are you stationed with the chorus, anyway? From the way most of my days go, you would think I was here to row with bloody chanters and scarlet furies. But my post is to represent the disfavored's interest before Fifth Eye and the scarlet choruses for Iron Marshal Arrhenius. Not that I've gotten to do either in so much as the last span. And what do you think of the scarlet chorus? They're rabid dogs, a lot of them. Ever seen a screamer racing headlong into a battle like a hound chasing a winter hare? I have, and I can tell you more often than not, it's the screamer who ends up skinned and gutted. Leave the campaign to the chaos that's the course, and we're doomed. You act like it's a punishment to be assigned to this detail. Isn't it? I know I fucked up to get here. Got 3 days in the hole and a nice little promotion to go with my new post. Well, I won't be making the same mistake twice when it comes to the Iron Marshal. He juts his chin toward the distant valley. I should be out there, fighting for Ash's glory, not standing here ready to running back a report should something ever finally fucking happen. Have they been cooperative with you? No one tells me anything. They all lack honor and discipline. Don't think they could cooperate even if that's what they actually wanted, he grunts. Guess I couldn't be surprised. Shouldn't be surprised, considering they serve the Archon of Secrets. You would speak ill of one of Kairos' generals? No, you must know, I meant no disrespect to the Overlord, sir. He shifts beneath the weight of his armor uncomfortably. Besides, only a dumb shit or a dying man would insult the voices in his own camp. And I don't intend to be neither. Our lives are at risk, and even then you can't get along with the chorus. Begging your pardon, sir, but I've never fought a battle where my life wasn't on the line. He shrugs. Kind of the nature of war, isn't it? I guess it is at that. Farewell. Thank you, Salveros. Let's talk to Fifth Eye.